It's time for the YouTube cross channel challenge month of November. It is from the animal kingdom, and I'm doing something cute, funky, amazing, beautiful. Stick around. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and this is for the month of November for the cross channel challenge, and that's the one that I nominated from the animal kingdom. If it flies, if it walks, if it runs, if it swims, doesn't make a difference. And what I'm using Paduk for it. I took a square of Paduk that I'm going to use in two different projects. I'm going to round it down to a cylinder, and I'll cut it in half. I'll make on one side a tenet, and I'm going to use here normal turning and off-center turning, a little bit of off-center turning, and I'm going to make a hedgehog, a usable hedgehog. Watch around, watch it, it's coming. I'm using the black line tools on this project. I'm using the big one and the small one, the maxi one, and also the mini one. I'm creating at the moment, I'm creating on one side, I'm creating a tenet, opposite correctly this time, tenet, yes. And then I'll part it in half. I'm going to use the parting tool from Blackline Tools, and then I will start doing the project himself, the hedgehog. The idea behind it is to put it a little bit off center, and by that I'm going to create the mouth and the nose of the hedgehog, because it's pointing out, it's not flat, and it's not in the middle of his face. So that's why I put it slightly in an off center one. I'm using the round one just to give it a shape, and then I'm using the square carbide to create the basic mouth, and after that I'm going to round it down with a round carbide. Now what I'm doing, I'm just creating a little bit of a depthness in the face, because the face is not totally flat. So I'm doing like a depthness into the face, and then I will change it and put it back into center and do the rest of the body. I'm starting to create the shape that I wanted, slightly into this side, and I'll round it all together. It will be like an egg, but more roundish on both sides, and I'll try to stay a little bit off, so I don't have to, I'm not going to damage the mouth himself. And that's exactly what I wanted to do. So it will be quite at the bottom of the face. And now I'm going to start with the back one. You remember that when you do the off center, you have to be very careful, because you're cutting a lot of air. You're cutting more wood than air. You're cutting more air than wood. And what we say, you're cutting air, and you have to be very careful so you don't have a catch, because then it will fly all over the show. when I'll finish with the original shape that I want, I'm not parting it yet. What I'm going to do is I'm just going deeper in, and I'll leave a small piece to hold it. And then I'm going to part it only when I finish doing the rest of the technique that I want to do, and I'm happy with the shape that I wanted to do. Now what I'm doing is I'm marking more or less the same distance lines, and I'm going to drill in each line. I'm going to drill one hole, and then I'll mark it again. You'll see just now what I mean when I say I'm going to mark it again. Now I'm putting back the tool rest, and I'm going to make the first mark, and I'm going to use the turning points of the novus, and I'm going to go 2 clicks, and I'm going to make another mark. So I'm going to divide it in 12, and every 2 clicks I'm going to make a mark. And on every cross that I've got, I'm going to drill a hole. I made 2 small drills that looks like eyes, and then now I'm going to burn on high speed. I'm going to burn those 2, and I'll create 2 nice eyes. For some reason or another, you will see just now, after I'm finished with flattening down and polishing and finishing the last marks on the mouth, it looks like a very, very, very sad hedgehog. Why, I don't know, but it's got very sad eyes. Shame, poor hedgehog. As usual with Paduk, I'm using from 180 all the way to 600, and when I finish with the sandpaper, I'll move to I'll clean it up with alcohol, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Yorkshire grid, and of course I'll finish with shine juice. And when I finish with all of those, I'm going to put it flat. I'm going to put it off center again to the same off center it was before, and then I will do the face and the mouth. I'm going to do exactly the same thing. Sandpaper, Yorkshire grid, shine juice, OB shine juice. It was easy because the mouth was the center of it, so I could bring it back to the same position it was. So now the whole body is off center, but the mouth and the face is. I'll give him his purpose. I'm going to put in toothpicks, and it will become a toothpick holder. I cut it, I part it with a parting tool. Now I'm going to sandpaper the back of it. I'll flat it down very flat, so I'll be able to put my logo on top of it. Stick around to the end, and I'll show you some more videos and some more photos of the final product as it looks like. And now in the end I'm going to put my logo, and then if you're patient, I'll put also the legs. I'll put 4 legs so it will stand on legs, and in the end I'm going to put some photos. So stick around and I'll show you the photos of the final product. I hope you like this fun project. If you like, don't forget to subscribe, remarks, thumbs up or thumbs down, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheers and thanks a lot.